Okay, so the question number 7 over there says that a metal pipe has a bore that is the inner diameter of 5 centimeters. The pipe is 5 thick all round. We have to find the weight in kilograms of 2 meters of the pipe if 1 centimeter cube of the pipe weighs 7.7 grams. It has told us over here that the inner diameter is 5 meters, 5 centimeters. So we write over here 5 centimeter thickness, and this is the thickness of that particular cylindrical pipe over here, which has been told to us as 5 So in that case, we can say over here that inner diameter is equal to 5 centimeters. Therefore, inner radius is equal to 5 by 2 centimeter, or if you want you can also write it as 2.5 centimeters. Both are acceptable. Further, he has given to us that the thickness is 5 So in terms of centimeters, we can write it over here as 0.5 centimeter. Therefore, outer radius that you will get over here is inner radius plus the thickness, which is nothing but 3 centimeters. Further, he has told to you that the length of the pipe is 2 meters. It means that he is talking about the height of that particular pipe. That is 2 meters. So we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So I can directly take it as 200 centimeters because all the above information is given to us in terms of centimeters only. So I can say over here that volume of the pipe required is the external volume minus the internal volume. Why are we doing it like this? For the simple reason that the metal is there on the outer part over here as well as on the inner part यहाँ पर. This is hollow from inside. Because it is hollow from inside, so we cannot consider that while calculating the volume. Therefore, we are trying to get the outer cylinder's volume and subtracting that from the inner cylinder's volume. So when I am working for the external volume, so I will take it over here as the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. So I can take over here pi capital R square h and for the inner one pi small r square h. Inner radius we are already having, this is the value of small r. Outer radius also we are having, we can take it as capital R. Now in this formula over here, I can take out pi h as a common value. I will get over here capital R square minus small r square. Substitute the value in their respective places. H we have obtained, it is 200. Capital R is 3, so we will write 3 square minus 2.5 square. 22 by 7 multiplied by 200 into 9 minus 2.5 square will be equal to 6.25. 25 square is 625. So I can take it as 6.25 is equal to 22 into 200 into 2.75 divided by 7. So on solving this, we can get this as 57 centimeter cube, because we are working for the volume, so it has to be centimeter cube. After that, the question over here, it is telling us that we have to find out the weight of the metal required, and he has told us that per centimeter cube of the metal weighs 7.7 grams. So we will write over here, since weight of 1 centimeter cube of metal is equal to 7.7 grams, therefore total weight of metal required how will we get that? We have to multiply this with 7.7 and the volume. So multiply this both. So on multiplying this, we get the answer as 133.989 grams. If I want to convert it into kilograms, I can write it as dividing by 1000. 13.31 kilograms, because when you divide this by 1000, your decimal will shift 3 places over here. So this is 0.309, which I have directly converted it as 31 by rounding it off. Okay, let's read the sum number 8. In the 8th question, it tells us that a cylindrical container with a diameter of base 42 centimeters contains sufficient water to submerge a rectangular solid of iron with dimensions 22 centimeter by 14 centimeter by 10.5 centimeter. Find the rise in level of water when the solid is submerged. Now let us understand the question with the help of a diagram first of all. It says that there is a certain cylinder which has got some amount of water, and a certain solid has been submerged over here, and this solid is actually a cubical solid, because cuboidal I should say, a cuboidal solid, because the question has very clearly told us that the length, breadth and the height of the solid are given to us. After submerging the solid, definitely there will be a certain rise in the level of the water. So we have to find out the rise in the level of water after submerging this particular solid inside that particular cylinder. Is the question understood to all of you? Okay, so in the question, he has given to you the information about the diameter of the cylindrical container. So let us write over here diameter of cylinder is equal to 42 centimeter. Therefore, the radius r, that is equal to 21 centimeter. Further, he has also given you the dimensions of the rectangular solid. So let us write down over here. Dimensions of the solid are given to be 22 centimeter by 14 centimeter by 10.5 centimeter. So length is 22. The breadth is 14 centimeter and the height is 10.5 centimeter. So let us first of all find out the volume of this solid. Now because it is a cuboidal solid, we have to apply the formula for volume of the cuboid. So I will get over here volume of solid cuboid is equal to LBH. So L over there is 22 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 10.5 centimeter cube. Let us for the time being keep it as it is. We need not multiply and try to get a very big number, because we have to use this volume in the further part of the sum to calculate the rise in the water. Now rise in the water, it means the height by which the water is going to rise. So actually over here in this sum we have to find out the height with the formula for volume of the cylinder. So in this case, how do we apply this? Let us understand that. Let us assume that let the height of water is equal to h centimeter. Therefore, volume of water in the cylinder is equal to pi r square h. So on substituting the values, you will get over here 22 by 7 into radius is 21. So I will take 21 into 21 multiplied by h, because we don't know the value of h in this particular sum. So now what you can do is you can just cancel off these both values. This will become 3 and just leave the remaining terms as it is. 22 multiplied by 63h centimeter cube. We have to now equate. Now we just have to equate the volume of the solid with the volume of this particular cylinder, so that I can get the required value of h from here. So let us see what we can get. Therefore, 22 into 14 into 10.5 is equal to 22 into 63 h. So in that case, let us take all the elements on the opposite side. On one side, 22 into 14 into 10.5. Let us make it as 105 upon 10. And I will be dividing this 22 and 63 on the opposite side. So how will that help us? They will directly get cancelled off, 22 and 22. 7 2 times and 7 9 times, this both will get cancelled off. So even I can cancel these both numbers. This becomes 5, 5 into 1, 5 into 21. Going with 3, so this is 3 and this is 7. So I have obtained over here the value for h. Seven upon 3 centimeters, which you can also write it in the form of a mixed fraction as 2 1 by 3 centimeter is equal to h. So I can write over here, therefore rise in height of water to 1 by 3 centimeter. In the question number 9 over there, he has told us that there is a cylinder which has been containing some water in it, and we have to over here find out the area of the wet surface. Now when I want to find out the area of the wet surface, because the water is till this part, obviously this all internal part will get wet from the inner side of the cylinder. So in that case, basically when I want to find out the area of the wet surface, I should know this height of water and I should know the radius over here of this particular cylinder. So if you read the question over there very carefully, it is telling us that the base radius is 10 centimeter. So radius is ready-made given to us as 10 centimeter. And it tells us that the water is up to the height of 7 centimeter. So height of water h is 7 centimeter. So when I want to find out area of the wet surface, I can say that this is equal to the curved surface, which is 2 pi rh, plus the base of that cylinder. Base of the cylinder is always a circular kind of a thing. Therefore, it is area of the circle, which is pi r square. After doing a complete calculation, you will get the proper answer as 754.29 centimeters square. You have to do this for your homework. I am just giving you the final answer so that you all can check your homework answer. For the 10th sum, when you want to find out the total surface area of that particular open pipe, you have to take the CSA of the external pipe plus the CSA of the internal. Okay.